Packer 911.
Hey, I need a paramedic and the police.
So she just beat up?
Yeah, she bleeding real bad.
Where's she bleeding from, sir?
Look like from the head. Cause she bleeding, drenched in blood.
Okay.
Y'all need to hurry up. Just lay back, baby girl. Try to lay back a little bit. I refuse to walk off of me. I got a mom and a sister.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm just standing here with her.
We were getting the police and the paramedics out there for her now, Mr. Doherty.
We've been in this house for 31 years. It was before Christmas, and I was going to go outside and put Christmas decorations outside. So all of our Christmas stuff was down here, including a hammer by the front door. And a lady approached me, and she needed help with her phone. So I opened the front door to get a telephone book for her. And when I opened the door, she pushed me in, grabbed a hammer, knocked me out, and beat me on the head and face. I thought she was going to kill me. So I put my hands up here, but she broke my hands, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers, ribs, because she kicked me and she was standing on me. I heard her rummage through the house. I learned to not say anything because I thought if I said what I thought, that I thought she had the wrong house or the wrong person. But if you said that, she would come over and get that hammer and beat you some more on the head. So I was just quiet. And that was right by the front door inside the house. So when I thought she left, I heard my dog squealing because she hit him, and she left out of a different door, the side door. I could hear her talking, but I didn't know if she was talking to herself or if she was talking to somebody else or if she was talking on her phone. So I had to wait and lay quietly, and I could feel the blood getting thick around me. Then I knew I was in trouble. I dragged myself onto the front porch and would wait for a car to come by, and I'd go, "Help! Help!" And then finally a young black man was coming my way, and I said, "Please call 911. I could hear him talking on the phone, so I knew he was talking to them, and they came right away.
I got a phone call at work, of course. The police called where I work, and the officer said, "Your wife's on the way to the hospital. You have to get down there." So I tried to get more information out of him. He said she's stable. Didn't give me much more. I came here because it's halfway between the hospital and where I work to check on Carlos and to see if there's anything else here that needed to be taken care of. And I saw the huge amount of blood in the living room, which was scary. And went down there, and as soon as I walked into the waiting room, there was this lady sitting there. She stayed with me. She didn't say anything, except I'm here. Gave me a card. The detectives came in, asked about if I was squeamish. At first they didn't want to let me back, and then they finally did. And it was hard. It was hard seeing her like that. She didn't even look like herself. It was a real tough night. And Socorro was still there. Just, if you need anything, if you have any questions. It's like, that's nice. It's nice to have somebody there that cares.
And I remember not Socorro's face. All I remember is her hand and a pamphlet. And she'd go, "Call this, call this, call this, call this." So it kind of stuck in my brain. And then when I got out of the hospital and came home, and was so overwhelmed and didn't remember anything. This is stuck in my head of call this. So we talked about it and we called. So it's been a year now, and Socorro is more than a worker for victims' assistance. To me, she's a friend now and someone I can rely on. I don't know if I would have gotten through that without somebody to help me.
When she finally got home, that's when we made our first home visit. And that's when I remember, in my eyes, I was just humbled that she trusted me enough to open her doors to me and let me tell me her story after everything she's been through. Just because if that happened to anyone else, who can you trust to come in? And I told her already, when you go on victim services, you don't do it for the money. You do it because you care, you want to help people. And I told her, you remind me of why I took my job and why I'm a victim advocate. She's honestly a superstar, her and Tom. They're so, like, the perfect couple I've ever met. Both of them, every time I come over, they're so uplifting. They're still in high spirits, even with everything they've been through. It's one of those stories that, you know, it should be out there and people should know about it just because, like I said, she's amazing. And I'm truly humbled to be her victim advocate. Like I am. And I'm excited for everyone at Victim Assistance to meet you. Because you are that story that will remind everyone of why we do what we do. And honestly, like, I love you guys. And, you know, if you need me, I'm always going to be here for you, no matter what.
I know it. She did a lot. Socorro did a lot. I could call Socorro anytime and she would come. I had traumatic brain injury, so I was and still am working on that. And everything was just, I couldn't understand things. I couldn't understand a sentence. I couldn't speak right. Victims Assistance and Socorro helped me navigate. I mean, there are people like me or people worse than me. I don't know if I would have made it this far. I don't think that I would have. For those of us who have gone through this violence, it's unbelievable help.